Working at a creative agency is perhaps one of the most exciting jobs that one can have. But while the agency life may appear to be glamorous and fun, it's also full of challenges. If you think you're made for buhay ahensya and you're eager to grow in this industry, the first challenge that you'll have to face is getting your foot in the door. But now you ask, how does one apply for a job at a creative agency? How does one get noticed from among the crowd of applicants? What does it take to be the one that an agency is looking for? Well, it takes a lot of hard work and perseverance, and sometimes a bit of luck. Over the years, Vitalstrats Creative Solutions has received a lot of applications and spoken to a number of potential team members. Using our experiences, we've come up with a list of our own tips and tricks to help creative professionals land their dream jobs. That's why in this episode of VitaMins, we're giving you our top 13 tips for getting hired at a creative agency. As with any job post, you should know what you're applying for and if it's the right fit for you. Nowadays, a lot of job posts come in through social media or online groups. These are usually posted by employees of the hiring agency. We've found these posts to be very effective in getting leads for applicants. But these job ads can also get quite flooded with comments, and the person who posted may not be able to reply to each one quickly. When this happens, find other means to get the answers to your questions. You can try sending a private message to the agency's Facebook page, sending an email to the agency, or maybe even calling their HR department. Avoid flooding the post with comments or ranting about the agency's lack of replies. Doing this reflects badly on you as a potential applicant, even before you send your CV. Next, remember to check and scrutinize your CV. This is the first impression that you'll be giving your dream agency. The moment they view your CV is a deciding moment for whether they will consider you for an interview or not. Thus, you need to make sure that your CV helps you put your best foot forward. Make sure that everything in your CV is factual and free from any grammatical or typographical errors. Just to be safe, you can also get a trusted friend to check your CV for you before you send it out. You wouldn't want an agency thinking that you aren't thorough, right? Now that your CV is ready for sending, check out the agency's job ad again. Did they specify an email address, website, or contact person? If the agency said that they prefer to receive the applications via email, send your CV via email. Don't message them on Facebook or hand in your CV personally. Create the right impression by showing them that you know how to follow directions. Doing this saves time and effort for both you and the agency that you're applying to. One of the most basic rules of sending any kind of email is to have an email subject and email body. Not bothering to write a proper subject line and cover letter could indicate a lack of interest in the position. Even worse, it can be seen as a sign of laziness. Not the best impression to make. While you're at it, ditch the over-the-top, clickbait-style email subjects. Sure, the hiring manager might notice you, but this may not lead to a good first impression. If the job ad didn't specify a format for the email subject, you can use application for, followed by the position and your full name. This helps the hiring manager find your email easily and know what position you are applying for. If you feel like this is a bit bland for a creative person like yourself, then find a way to make the subject line interesting while staying professional. Speaking of staying professional, don't forget to come up with a personalized cover letter for each company. Use the email body to convince the hiring manager to get to know you more. Highlight your capabilities and credentials, but be careful not to sound overly confident. Let the reader know that you took the time to get to know their agency and that you would love to be part of what they do. Keep this cover letter short yet informative, something that will catch the hiring manager's interest and convince them to download your CV or visit your portfolio. Remember, never ever copy all the companies you are applying to in a single email. This shows each of the recipients that you didn't take the time to personalize your cover letters. It also gives the impression that you are desperately mass sending your CV and are willing to work with anyone. Show each agency that you took the time and effort to carefully select who you want to work with. Applying for a creative position? Don't forget to put a link to your online samples. If you're applying to become a writer, designer, editor, or multimedia specialist, an online portfolio is a must. It's much easier to check than having to download large attachments or open a flash drive. Sending in attachments like videos might not work since most companies' email servers limit the size of incoming files. Having an online portfolio also shows your technical know-how and shows the agency that you understand the value of putting your work out there. Made it to the interview stage? Congratulations! Just make sure that you schedule it at a time when you are certain that you will be able to make it. Don't put the opportunity at risk by agreeing to put the proposed schedule even if you are not sure that you can be there. No-shows are no-nos. Most companies would understand if you tell them that the schedule that they proposed will not work for you. Suggest the earliest alternative dates and times for their consideration. Take the initiative and show them that you are truly interested in getting to meet them face-to-face. Some creatives may feel that wearing comfy and casual clothing may be acceptable when applying to any creative agency. This may not always be the case, so take time to research the agency online to get a feel of their work environment. This will guide you in presenting yourself during the interview. To be safe, put on something relaxed but presentable. Your goal is to make a good impression, so be mindful of choosing the right attire even in a casual workplace setting. On interview day, make it a point to arrive 15 to 20 minutes early. This gives you time to freshen up and go through reception. It also gives a bit of leeway for the interviewer to prepare. Arriving late is a no-no because this disrupts your interviewer's schedule and will show that you don't value the agency's time. They might also think that tardiness is a habit that you'll carry over if they hire you. On the other hand, arriving too early may put pressure on the interviewer to start the interview earlier than scheduled. If there's one rule of thumb that you should remember for the interview, it's that you should be true to your best self. Know your core competencies, strengths, and even your weaknesses. Let the interviewer feel that you are confident yet grounded. Being true to yourself helps you put your best foot forward and allows the agency to check if you are the right fit, not just in terms of skill, but also in personality. Lastly, express your gratitude for being invited for the interview through a short email or message. Doing this shows the agency that you truly appreciate the chance to show them your work. It also tells them that you are genuinely interested in being part of their team. Sure, it may seem a bit old school, but sending a message will show your interviewer that you are grateful for the chance to be part of their team. To wrap things up, here's a quick recap of our top 13 tips for getting hired at a creative agency. 1. Be smart about researching the job opening. 2. Check and scrutinize your CV. 3. Know the best way to send your CV. 4. Always have an email subject and email body. 5. Ditch the over-the-top, clickbait-style email subjects. 6. Come up with a personalized cover letter. 7. Do not copy all the companies that you are applying to in a single email. 8. When applying for a creative position, have a link to your online samples. 9. Be 100% sure about your interview schedule before agreeing to it. 10. Know the agency dress code. 11. Arrive 15 to 20 minutes ahead of your interview schedule. 12. Be authentic. And 13. Send a thank you note after your interview. We hope that these tips help you score your dream agency job. There are many opportunities out there waiting for you, and we want to help you get ready to grab them. For other hacks, tips, and how-tos, watch out for your next dose of vitamins from VCS. For updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on social media.